Welcome to Fifth Dimensional Life, Mass Human Awakening. I'm Lise, your host, and today I'll be discussing Dr. Joe Dispenza. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. So Dr. Joe Dispenza, I found him probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even longer than that. And I was at a place in my life where I was really low vibrational, unhappy, stagnant, stuck, not healthy, not, physically, mentally, spiritually, not in a good place all around. And his meditations are especially, they get into brain and heart coherence. And that's when the pineal gland and the thymus gland in the heart, the pineal glands in the brain, obviously, and both those glands open up in the meditations, and you become basically no one, no thing, and your body can actually communicate properly with itself and heal on a DNA and like cellular level. And you can actually lengthen the telomeres that are on the ends of your DNA strands. You can heal your body, your mind, your spirituality, on so many levels of your being. You can actually heal yourself just by yourself through the hormones like dimethyltryptamine, which is what the pineal gland releases. And unknowingly, I was doing these meditations for years. And there was one point in my life, again, where I had this low, horrible time of just a series of really bad, unfortunate events. And I ended up listening to his meditations every day for probably at least 2 months. And my life completely turned around. I ended up finding the love of my life. I became healthier, wealthier, happier all around. And unknowingly, I opened up certain parts of my brain that I had never realized that were there. And basically, the brain and heart coherence, it gets your brain into a state of gamma brain waves. And this is the doorway into 5D consciousness. So that kind of set the stage for my brain and DNA being activated in my brain, like neurological pathways being opened up. And it kind of paved the way for beings to be able to communicate with me, because my consciousness had raised up to a level, a heightened level, where I was able to communicate more effectively and efficiently with higher vibrational beings. I originally had seen What Did the Bleep Do We Know? It was probably in 2006 or 7. I didn't really understand it. And then I watched it a few years later and I kind of got more of it. And then I watched it again in the recent years. And I was like, wow, this is, for 2004, this is excellent information. So I highly recommend checking this video out. Lots of great interviews in here. And here's Dr. Joe Dispenza's website on here. He has a ton of great meditations. There's lots of free ones that you can get on YouTube, but the ones that I got are the morning and evening meditations. I actually bought them and they are excellent. I highly recommend just splurging on the $20 or even other series of his and getting it right from the source, because YouTube does, they have their own sort of programming on it too, which can end up taking away a bit of the effectiveness of it. Dr. Joe, he also has a new course out right now, the formula, which is it looks awesome. I would totally take this course, but I feel like I've already done a lot of these things. But you never know, I might end up coming back to it. So lots of important stuff in here, especially like the brain and heart coherence. And, there's so many people living in survival right now. I feel like this should be mandatory in school for people to learn what brain and heart coherence is, because it really is your body's way of healing itself. Here's his YouTube channel, quite a few subscribers on here, tons of views. And his stories, the transformation stories, are actually like unbelievable. Seriously. There's so many people who have been miraculously cured from cancer, from epilepsy, MS, blindness, deafness, like you name it, people have been cured just through his meditations. And, here's the proof of it. He's done thousands and thousands, like tens of thousands of brain scans over a decade. And he knows, like, scientifically that all of this information actually works. These meditations work. And he has, thousands of people to prove it, including myself. He has his Twitter page here, Facebook, lots of great info on here, Insta. And then he also has a few books out. I have this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It is awesome. It is so good. So I highly recommend checking out Dr. Joe Dispenza. This is an excellent way to use his meditations of, heightening your psychic awareness, your abilities, and unlocking your DNA, unlocking more of your neural pathways, getting into the doorway of fifth dimensional consciousness. This is how I did it. Kind of stumbled upon it, but hey, it worked really, really well. And now I'm able to better control my vibration and connect with other etheric beings and multidimensional beings. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.